I have a very large soft spot for westerns, and when I heard that News of the World was coming out, I was really interested and thought it was definitely one that I wanted to give a go. I felt like I would like it, but I didn't realise just how much I would love it. That's not to say it's perfect. There's a bit in the middle that I thought dragged really slowly, for no reason other than it just, it didn't capture my attention. But for the most part, it was incredible. This was released originally in 2020. It became part of Netflix in the UK this year, and it's directed by Paul Greengrass with a screenplay by Greengrass and also Luke Davies. And it stars Tom Hanks and Helena Zengel, who gives an amazing performance, and we'll talk more about her soon and her character, but she really blew me away. She was fantastic. So the narrative for this, to me, actually, this feels like a beginner's Western film. Not because it's simple, because it's not, but I feel like this has all of the hallmarks of a great Western. So if you're new to the Western genre, I think this is one that will give you a really good introduction to the types of characters you will meet, the types of problems they face, without it being just a shoot-'em-up, which a lot of them are. The description for this from IMDb reads as follows. A Civil War veteran agrees to deliver a girl taken by the Kiowa people years ago to her aunt and uncle against her will. They travel hundreds of miles and face grave dangers as they search for a place that either can call home. So first of all, the thing that really strikes me about this, and just westerns in general, is that I hate road trip films. I really cannot stand road trip films, except when it's a western. I love seeing western films that take us on a journey from maybe one village to a different one that's far away, or from one town to the next, and the problems that they encounter along the way, because it gives us some beautiful scenery. And this certainly gives us some gorgeous scenery. There was one scene maybe 2/3 of the way, and that's really quite dramatic and probably the most intense moment in the film. I can't really say what it is without spoiling anything, but hopefully you'll know which I mean. And just visually, it was so powerful, really, really powerful and incredible to watch. So this film visually is gorgeous against the backdrop of a road trip, well, a western journey. It works very well, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I think the main reason this works is because of the relationship between Captain Kidd and Johanna, played by Tom Hanks and Helena Zengel, respectively. Their on-screen relationship is amazing. So Captain Kidd is a very likeable character. Tom Hanks gives a great performance, and Captain Kidd is just brilliant. I instantly liked him. Usually with a Western protagonist, they have kind of a seedy, sordid past, and that's not to say Captain Kidd is a complete innocent, but he's very likeable, instantly likeable. And I like how he treated Johanna, because he didn't just abandon her. He didn't try to just give her to somebody else to solve this problem when he found her. But he was believably reluctant at first to be the one to take her on this journey when there was nobody else to do it. But he eventually decides to do it, and they go on this journey together, hundreds of miles, to drop her off at a place that will be her new home. And it's lovely as we see them journeying together, and the characters they encounter, the dangers they encounter. One thing that I thought they did very well was getting past the language barrier. So Johanna doesn't speak English, and she obviously doesn't understand a lot of what Captain is saying, certainly in the beginning. But it's nice to see how they overcome those barriers, how they interact. Zengel has to do a lot of physical acting. She does have, her dialogue increases as the film goes on, but certainly to begin with, she's got a very angry, aggressive personality. Of course she does. She's terrified. She doesn't understand anything or anybody around her. And she does a lot of physical acting and a lot of screaming and screeching, and it's really effective and really powerful. Her performance was absolutely amazing, and I cannot fault it at all. She's only, I think, 12 or 13. She was born in 2008, and her performance is absolutely incredible, and I don't think they could have cast two better people in this. The on-screen chemistry is incredible. The chemistry between Captain Kidd and Johanna is so lovely to see, and I wasn't really sure where this film was going, or rather I had an expectation of where I thought it was going, but I was hoping I was disproved. And I will say, I won't spoil the ending, but it was perfect. For what I wanted from this film, from what I wanted from the characters, the ending for me was perfect. So apart from that brief bit in the middle that I thought was just a little bit slow and just dragged a little bit, It really is absolutely fantastic. And apparently, according to the trivia on IMDb, Zengel didn't actually know who Tom Hanks was until after the film, after it began, which I thought was pretty brilliant because she's a German actress. It's just really great to think that she got to work with this amazing actor, but wouldn't have had that feeling of being starstruck, and he got to work with her, and she's an amazing actress. So I just think it's an absolutely fantastic on-screen relationship. There's not really too many cliches in this, but it still maintains the beauty of a classic Western. It ticks all the right boxes. The costumes are amazing, the language is great, the discourse is brilliant, the acting's fantastic, the narrative's amazing. Apart from that blip in the middle, I have no complaints. News of the World, completely worth watching.